But let's start off with the AFC West. I think that was like the most easiest division, kind of. We got some, maybe some sorting out things to work out with. But let's start with the AFC West. As y'all can see, man, I got Kansas City coming in number 1 this year. I feel like until somebody can dethrone the champs, man, then this is exactly what it's going to be for the time, every time people want to talk about the AFC West. I feel like the Kansas City Chiefs, even though they lost Eric Bieniemy, even though they don't have Juju Smith-Schuster, even though they don't have Tyreek Hill, who has been gone for coming up 2 seasons now, I still feel like the Kansas City Chiefs are still the strongest team in this division. Now, I'm not saying that any other team, or at least the Chargers, won't catch them or at least come close to catching them. But to finish the season off, the Chiefs has showed us multiple times that you really shouldn't bet against these guys. You feel me? Patrick Mahomes still finds a way to actually start winning this season, man. Patrick Mahomes still find a way to still going to be MVP of this league. You feel me? So I feel like that now that Brady has fully retired, that Brady is not coming back anytime soon. Hopefully, keep your fingers crossed. But the league is pretty much in Patrick Mahomes' hands. And if Patrick Mahomes is the guy that got the target on his back, man, he's going to pretty much almost keep winning his division at least. The more divisions, championships that he can most definitely accomplish, can most definitely solidify him when it comes to these quarterbacks that's also in this AFC West. And my second one, I'm going with the Chargers, man. I feel like I don't want to quite give up on Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert now got a new contract. He most definitely got something to prove now. And I feel like with the new addition of their offensive coordinator and Kellen Moore, I feel like now is the Chargers have an opportunity to actually do something. They also went out and grabbed another wide receiver in Quentin. What is his name? Quentin Richardson? No, not Quentin Richardson. Quentin. Quentin Williams. There you go. One of the wide receivers I wanted the Ravens to draft this year in the draft. So for them to have pretty much like a 3-headed monster, which they still got Keenan Allen, they still got what's the guy on the other side of him? Man, I can't think of his name right now, but Williams, if I'm not mistaken. No, that's not his name either. I can't think of his name right now, but they had 3 wide receivers that fully can really put a lot of defenses in trouble this year. So I feel like if the Chargers can live up to that hype, to that, and hopefully their defense with Bosa and Khalil Mack can hold that defensive side down. We gotta see how Ashanti Samuel Jr. hold up this year. That defensive side can also look good for them. But I'm not really quite sold. I'm really quite sold on the Chargers actually winning that division. I mean, coming in number 2. I still feel like the Broncos can also win that division. I mean, come in number 2 also. But I'm gonna go ahead and get them number 3. Number 3 because what they did last year with Nathaniel Hackett, man, was just straight booty. We almost kind of gave up on Russell Wilson. We still got questions to feel like Russell Wilson is not that guy. You feel me? And if Russell Wilson cannot be that guy, then I think the Broncos will be in trouble. You feel me? But for right now, I feel like Sean Payton had lit a fire underneath the Broncos. You know what I mean? Especially by throwing shots at Nathaniel Hackett and taking steps back of how things was ran last year and stuff like that. I feel like now that the Broncos have something to prove. And I'm like I said, I can most definitely see these guys coming in maybe at a number 2, depending on how the Chargers hold up. But right now, until I see otherwise, until I can see Russell Wilson actually being maybe that Russ that we seen in Seattle, right now I'm gonna hold them